Oh, what is up, everybody? I'm gonna give it a little time. About to share this out real quick. Gonna be a short, little stream, not a big stream. Just a quick one. Oh man. It's been an interesting day at work, to say the least. And all I gotta say is, some of y'all have to come off this anger and start thinking for a little bit, because I'm okay with a lot of things. I'm always going to be okay with a lot of things. And I want you to understand that, hey, me and you, we see eye to eye on some things, and it's just a little small percentage we don't. So I don't want people to get it messed up to think that I'm just gonna say yeah to everything you say, and I'm gonna say no to everything. I'm gonna have my own opinion just like you got yours. And I don't know what it is about certain things that cause people to kind of get out of character when you're not coming at them sideways. And this is just me, talking, no aggression whatsoever. Just, I don't get it. And the reason I say I don't get it is because, again, 99% of where you're coming from, I agree with. Completely agree with. We are on the same page when it comes to certain things. And I just interject, yes, call out the fake shit, call out all that shit. It's just this one little thing that, while not ob- like obnoxiously big and blown out proportion like the current situation is, it is something that I think, if it did happen, it don't look too good. It don't look right. If it didn't happen, okay, cool, moving on. But don't take that one little divergent issue and blow it left. Um, and so this isn't about this situation, but this is just about the situation in general when it comes to PlayStation closing down PSP, PS Vita, and the PS3 stores. Me, not at all surprised that it was coming to this. It is what it is. I've been I'm more so surprised it took this long for the PSP and the PS3 to finally be shut down. Like, I was expecting those sometime within like the PS4 generation, after why they'll eventually be phased out. I was expecting it then, and it never happened. Um, but then we get to, sorry about that. We get to this situation, and it's like, oh, we're in the Vita, and they threw it all together. Okay, cool. They threw all this shit together. One time said, hey, closing the store, you still have access to all your stuff. People are still on the whole digital preservation stuff. I'm just like, at this point, it's not about digital preservation. It's more so your um, convenience factor is now gone, because all these games could have been bought. All of them. Every single one of them, you had ample time to get to it, talk about it, play it, be done with it. Um, so for the most part, I don't care about the PS3 store closing. I hadn't thought about my PS3 since I got my PS4. Hell, I'm not even thinking about my actual physical PS4 that I see in front of me. since I got my PS5. The Vita TV, really haven't thought about it in a while, even though it's sitting right in front of me. The PSP I haven't had in forever, and I didn't think about it after I got my Vita. So you see where I'm coming from? It's like I really don't think about the previous generation like that. Do I understand some people would like to still have access to these things? Sure. And but I'm gonna have my difference of opinion. I'm gonna have my opinion regardless of what you think. And for the vast majority of people, we're all on the same boat. As like, cause they always say in gaming, fanboys are a minority. Well, the minority under the fanboys would happen to be the people that care about the legacy games or the games that's available on their older platforms, or can they play it on a new. That's the super minority of everything. So for them, it's a big deal. For me, it's not. For a lot of us, it's not. But it's some people I can definitely tell are just pushing it too far and not thinking rationally on it. And it's some people that just like, it's an eventuality. It's the eventuality of all things. Some stuff's gonna come to an end, right? So I get on today and they drop an article, and I read the article, and it was pretty much saying how some of the devs had complained that Sony didn't even mention anything about this. It was just kind of like they kind of found out when everybody else, when they officially said something, that's when they, officially found out or whatever, whenever the rumor popped up. So they were like, oh my God, we're trying to drop a game on the Vita currently. Now we got to rush to do this. And I'm sitting here thinking, on the one hand, if Sony didn't tell y'all, not a good look. Just on a business etiquette thing, it's like you're closing the store completely down to where nobody can purchase the stuff. I would say, hey, you know, come this month, 2021, we're closing down the store. We seen that you had a project coming up. We just want to let you know. Simple as that, right? Just just a plain Jane business etiquette, nothing crazy, no big spectacle, just a hey, we're closing down shop on these stores, right? Cool. Other than that, everything else, I'm sitting here thinking in my head, I'm a developer. Nobody has talked about the PS Vita in years now. Am I willing to risk the chance of them just pulling the plug at any given time after they discontinue production of of these models? Like they just just stop making them. Whatever else is out in the wild, that's what they're gonna sell. And once those sell through, that's it. There's not gonna be any more Vitas. Considering that I have platforms like the Xbox, I can go to the consoles, or I can go to Steam. I got multiple avenues of going about this as far as getting things out there that I want, or getting my project out, right? So I'm sitting here, I'm like, why would you even take that risk to begin with? Because I know they had this meeting somewhere, and the time frame that they were up there brainstorming ideas for their game, I know they had this meeting somewhere and was like, what platform we want to put on? We're gonna put on Vita. As soon as somebody would have cracked their lips and said Vita, if I was in that meeting, I would have said nope, not doing it. Just on the off chance that while we're making this game, they pull the plug. Now we gotta sit here and do all this other shit to hopefully salvage it and get it somewhere else. Now, some of these companies had the foresight to kind of move away from the Vita and shift some things away. Because I remember last year, I don't know what game it was. It didn't even, it's like there and gone. But it was the indie game. It came out on the Vita. Hell, it surprised the shit out of me. I was like, what the fuck? Like, Vita got a new game. Of course, I didn't go get it because I'm not thinking about the Vita. So it's like, okay, cool, whatever. Vita game comes out, I'm like, but eventually that they're gonna just cut this off. Like, it's not gonna get updated anymore. They've been cut first party support for years, then they officially in production. So I'm like, that's a gamble nobody should take. When you get to an end of life cycle device, that gamble magnifies. Yeah, you can catch that odd thousand or whatever. But I don't think I could actually sit there and make that gamble and literally say in my head, yeah, this is going to pay off. We'll get the people to jump on it, blah, blah, blah. I can't do that. I would rather put it on Steam, on one of the consoles, just somewhere other than a platform that I know will not be around and is on borrowed time. I just know that. So as far as that issue on the whole devs not being notified or some of the devs, because all the big devs were notified, and then all some of the smaller devs weren't notified. On that issue, if that's true, maybe it was a miscommunication somewhere. I don't know. I'm not inside these offices. I'm not gonna. I'm just saying what I know or how I'm seeing it from my viewpoint and what I'm seeing. That if it happened, could have slipped through the cracks. But if they didn't purposely notify them, just drop the bomb on them, not not the best of things. But again, you took a huge gamble in the first place, putting it on the Vita, just keeping that a buck. So now on to the whole game preservation side. I love how people pick and choose when to be offended by something and how to be offended by it. Because we literally have in progress right now with the Mario 35, they said, hey, up until this date, you can only buy this package game until this, after this date is gone. Digital and physical is just gone. Nobody, people raise hell about it. Or should I say, people were like, what the fuck about it? But people weren't really like, what the fuck? Like, they weren't like how they are with PlayStation, but then I have to sit here and think about it. You have had Nintendo literally have a digital store. Okay, mind you, have a digital store and let you not transfer your shit from something that can run those same games and make you buy it again. I repeat, Nintendo has had you buy games digitally, then you buy the next device that they put out, and you can't play that next game digitally that you already own on the newest device. But everybody's all proclaiming backwards compatibility, all this other shit. But you can't do that on Nintendo's side. Then I got people bringing up Xbox is for the gamers. They believe in preservation. They believe in this and that. And I'm sitting here like, Xbox don't even do the shit right. Because I don't know how many people remember that transition from the original Xbox to the 360. Because I'm going to assume it's a lot of new gamers that's hopping on this little bandwagon here. When you went from the Xbox, yo, what's up, Wolflow? When you went from the Xbox to the 360, you could not play a fucking game off that original Xbox on your 360. What up, David? How you doing, my brother? Couldn't play a fucking thing. Not a damn thing. Until Microsoft started updating the 360 to play, to select, and I mean select, original Xbox games. Yeah, minus the crowd is realistic. Pretty much realistic. Or almost realistic. But so now we go from the 360 to the Xbox One generation. We run into the same problem again. Majority of 360 games are not playable on the Xbox One. If I'm not mistaken, Wolflow, I think the crowd pretty much are just like 2D plain sprites, if I'm not mistaken it. But it's like, when you're playing ACC, you're just like, and this is something I have said about any racing game. Yeah, GT7 looks photorealistic. This game was me playing it off my PC, so and that's max settings at 1440p. But I don't think a lot of people remember this about the 360 generation. You literally had to wait for updates to update a list to get certain games to work. It took them the longest time for them to get MechAssault 1 and 2 just to work on the 360 because I was waiting on that because I wanted to play MechAssault 1 and 2 because they still had the servers up. And I wanted to just, jump. It took 2 years to get that up. Of course, not like Halo 2, I think they had those like day one or whatever. But a lot of the games that people want to claim they want to, you never got on the 360. In the same way with the Xbox One, you never got all this. So when I see people bringing up Xbox is doing preservation right, what preservation are they doing right? Didn't they just say that Team Ninja had to go with the Sigma versions of Ninja Gaiden because they don't have the original code? So what preservation did Xbox do? I just want to know, what preservation did they do? Because they can't even get half their own damn shit on their own fucking console that came out on their shit 2 generations ago. So you tell me they doing preservation and all they preservating is like what? Maybe 50 games off the OG Xbox? And maybe 50 games. I'm not, too hard concrete on the numbers. But it ain't the entire library of the Xbox or the 360. So if y'all gonna get on Sony's ass, even though y'all really don't fucking care, y'all need to get on these other motherfuckers' asses the same goddamn way. But y'all ain't gonna do that. Because Sony is the hot shot right now. David, you funny, brother. You are funny. But I'm just saying, if we go be all up in arms about the PS3 and everything, just y'all got to keep that energy consistent. And I ain't seeing no consistent energy. But at the end of the day, I don't think a lot of people care. Xbox. David, I can't deal with you right now, bro. I ain't gonna say Xbox is dog shit because I like a lot of some Xbox games, mainly Halo. I like Halo. I like some of the properties that Microsoft has. Never gonna deny that. Because for me, denying that I like Halo is like denying that I'm living right now, and I'm not gonna do that. When Halo Infinite drops, good, bad, in between, I'm gonna be on that motherfucker day one playing that shit. It is what it is. If you remember my original name, Sarge0079, the reason why I came up with that damn name was because of Halo. Mostly because of Sergeant Johnson. Another part because of Red versus Blue and that motherfucking red hillbilly ass motherfucking Sarge on that damn show. So Halo has been a part of me for a long time. Now, with all that said, I would just like to say after this week, the whole me talking about this so-called fiasco with Sony not preserving the legacy and all this. Motherfucker, if you ain't thought about buying these games in the past, shit, 5 years, then you ain't thought about these damn games. Just keep, just keep net a buck. You mean Pop Infinite Craig Edition, $1 on game? Nah, see that's the thing. I'm not gonna do that whole little $1 on Game Pass shit because I know they're gonna run a promotion. When it drops, I'm not doing that because just like with that Gears Tactics, I was like, no, I'm gonna support Gears Tactics, so I went and bought it on Steam. When Halo drops, I'm going to go buy it on Steam. Just like when Master Chief Collection dropped on Steam, I bought it. I didn't $1 Game Pass shit. Have I used Game Pass? Yes, I have used Game Pass. Not gonna sit here and lie to anybody about using Game Pass so when motherfuckers come at me sideways and be like, oh, you don't know nothing about Game Pass? Motherfucker. Game Pass is $1. Anybody can try it. You up here acting like this is a $500 experience. Anybody can try Game Pass. Game Pass to me is just like if it works, if Game Pass works for you, more power to you. Game Pass don't work for me. That's all I gotta say. In the long vision of everything, Game Pass doesn't work for me. Because I don't want to be sitting there paying for Game Pass and I'm sitting there playing a game and all of a sudden they announce, oh, they pulling such and such game off of Game Pass. And I want to play such and such game, so now I gotta beat such and such game in goddamn 2 days because it's about to leave Game Pass. Nah, fuck that. If I want to take my time on some shit, not be time gated on anything that's third party. First party, they'll keep in there forever. So if all you did was buy first party games on the Xbox and you just want to be on the Xbox and use Game Pass, do what the fuck you want to do. But for me, no. If I really want to play the game, I'm gonna go support the goddamn game. End of the day. So with all this whole little hoopla, coming up, and like I said earlier, there was a whole thing about Dell's being notified. And you know, all the major Dells notified, but they were just mentioning these one or two little Dells that didn't get notified about the closures. They had active products they were trying to put on the Vita. Some of them are having to crunch, some of them are having to do this, some of them are just, going under. And for the ones that's going under, okay, I don't like that you're going under, but again, this was the risk that you took. Put it on a platform that could be pulled at any moment. So when I bring that up, it's not that I'm bringing it up because oh my God, I just care about this dev. No, I'm bringing it up because it is a point that has to be brought up. If I'm gonna keep it 100, I'm gonna call a spade, and it is what it is. So, and this is just me addressing this strictly to OBJ. So OBJ, if you ever watch this video, if you don't, no hard feelings. It is what it is. Okay? Because, like I said, I don't get offended by stuff. Unless you go personal or you try to attack my family, then we got other issues. But if you just keep it gaming, if you want to say what you want to say, however you want to say it, okay, cool. But this is just you. Whenever I said what I said, it was not to be on some virtue signaling box of, oh, this is bad and all this. I'm just saying, as a business, I would try to at least let everybody know that, hey, we closing up shop. Just basic business etiquette 101. We closing up shop. I seen you got an active product that's about to come out, and I just want to let you know. So if you need any, transfer it off, whatever, cool. So when I said that, OBJ was like, but do you care? And it's like, it's not that I care, OBJ, is that it's the fact that if you are still having this platform be open and somebody takes that risk of putting something on said platform and then you decide to close it, you should at least notify the people. And again, they might have notified them and it might have slipped through the cracks and they didn't get it. I don't know. But I'm just saying, as a person that knows a little bit about business and dealing with people, one little minor fuck up can ruin the whole relationship sometimes. What up, Cyber Dragon? How you doing? How you doing, my brother? So that's literally all I was saying. I wasn't disagreeing with you on all the other fake outrage. I was literally 99% with you. I just had my one little divergent point to say, hey, if they did this, it they did it. It ain't nothing we can do about it now. But if that did happen, then hey, it don't need to happen again. Put it like that. It don't need to be a common thing, later on to where you get PS4, like PS6 is coming out, then you close the PS4 store and somebody's still trying to put something out on PS4 and you just like, oh, we're gonna close it. We ain't notifying y'all bitches though. That type of thing. You don't. So, not a big deal, just very, very minor. But, and that's why I was like, because OBJ can be animated. I don't mind OBJ being animated. I don't mind OBJ getting a little bit belligerent. That's OBJ. I don't take shit to heart. Because on the internet, it's the internet, bruh. Believe me, I don't heard more reckless shit on other things than hearing it here. So, if you say, oh, that's cool. I'm okay with that. And I'm just saying, whatever you said, and I said it back. Hey, it's still no hard feelings. But if that's how you feel, then hey, same applies to you. I'm not gonna sit here and get out of character just because we have a small disagreement, or it's might actually. It's not even a small. It's like the most minute of minute opinion things in the world. Like I, I was actually sitting here more so surprised. And let me see. Should I pull it up? Should should I? Yeah, let me pull it up. I'll let y'all read it. And again, this ain't exposing OBJ. This is just me talking about it because I know some of y'all seen it. Ain't nobody got to be on my side with it. I'm a man that stands 100% on whatever the hell he's saying. And you notice that I'm laughing. I'm not taking it serious what he says to me. Because that's just OBJ. He'll come in and clown anything I play anyway just because he don't like it. So give me 1 second. Let me transfer this over here. So, talking about the same thing I just explained. You tired of people acting like they give a damn or give a shit about something that they know damn well they don't give a shit about. I'm with you there, OBJ. 100%. 100%. I am with you. All day, every day. The shit some people complain about and give a damn about, they really do not give a damn about. It's just all for a show. So me, I'm like, yeah, but Sony, should have gave a heads up to everybody. Sure, did mofos take a gamble? Yes, they took a goddamn gamble. Did they lose the gamble? Again, yes, they lost that gamble. So, he's up there like, huh? OBJ, the usual. And he was like, where are you buying these products that they should have told you they stopped supporting? And I'm thinking, if a person owns a Vita and they're going to the digital store and the people are putting their games on the digital store, or these devs are putting the games on the digital store, those games or those devs should have been notified, hey, about to close up shop, and that's it. So again, I'm trying to reiterate, I'm saying in general, just give the devs a head up. Nothing wrong with giving a person a heads up. I know OBJ thinks once something is done, it's done. Me, I'm over here. Once it's done, yes, it's done. But those stores are still open. People still buy stuff out of those stores. If you want to put a game on that store, you have every right to put a game on that store. Would I advise you to put a game on that store? Fuck no. But can you? Yes. And as a person that's doing business on those stores, the company that's hosting that storefront should tell you at some time, hey, about to close this shit down, bro. Like you ain't gotta leave us. You can transfer it to the console to whatever. But as far as the PS3, the Vita, and the PSP, which ain't nobody giving a fuck about the PSP or the PS3, but as far as that Vita is concerned, all that shit, stores about to close in a couple months. So, OBJ being OBJ, He said, I'm gonna be real with you right now, which OBJ always been real. I ain't never denied that. He said, I'm tired of the fake shit. You need to sit this one out before you catch a straight. Me being me, you gonna catch what? A stray comment, a stray this. It is what it is. You can say what you want. I'm gonna say what I want. And we can go back and forth all day in a debate. Let me tell y'all a secret. When it comes to me, if I feel a certain way, I'm gonna stand on that position, and you will literally walk away. It ain't no debating me, anything. No, if I know we're on the same page and we just got this little thing that's different, I'm telling you, you ain't gonna change my mind just like I wouldn't try to change OBJ's mind. I'm just explaining it. So again, I tell them straight up, I'm not sitting this one out. Just give the devils the head up, right? So this is where I think, we have our little differences and we split. He said they literally pull support of the product. Now, here's the thing, OBJ. This is where I wanted to correct you on, actually us talking on a podcast, whatever, how you want to do it. This is where I want to talk to you about this. They pulled production. Key word here. They pulled production, meaning that they were not going to make any more of the physical units. Now we know they already gave, stop doing first party games. That part we know. We already knew that it was pretty much going to be a third party affair from there on out. And the thing is, you can stop production on something and still have support through the store, through updates of said device. It's the same thing that happens with your phone. Phones go out of production real goddamn quick. They mass produce so many of them, and then they just stop, move on to the next one. That doesn't mean those phones don't magically not get updates. Now they will eventually stop getting updates, but until that time, they are still a viable option. So, going into this, they'll see the Vita store is still being, or should I say, the Vita is still getting some security updates. Little patches here and there. So they were like, okay, we can put our game on the Vita. We got the dev kits, blah, blah, blah. Cool. I'll put my game on the Vita. Again, me being me, I wouldn't have done it. That's just me. I would not have done it. Just because you're you're living on borrowed time when stuff goes to that end of life cycle where they stop producing units. Then you start hitting that it might be, oh damn, you've been had a Android, the 7-year-old Android, and all the apps still work. And the best part, they paid you to get the phone. God damn, Wolf. They paid you to get the phone. Well, damn. That's a new one. But just like with any device, I expect production. Consoles are probably the longest electronic device that has a production cycle that I can think of. Because I know even with GPUs, like let's say with GPUs, my 980s still get updates. Now I know there'll come a time when those 980s will no longer get updates, and they'll just stop, just like they did with the 700s. It got to the point it was like Yeah, we're just not putting out 700 updates anymore. So if you want to get these updates, these driver updates, it might be time to go and upgrade. So of course, but at least you know ahead of time. So I just try to plainly. I'm like, wouldn't it be nice if you were doing business with them that you got that heads up? I'm not going at them hard. I'm just simply saying that wouldn't it be nice that if you were actively working on something and about to put it on this platform, that they might have said like a year back, hey, we're gonna close the store in 2021. Just so you know, because I know you want to put a project. We're gonna close the store. Because we all know this is not no random, just out of the blue announcement that they were gonna close the store. This was already planned. So I'm pretty sure if other devs knew, then it should have got around in the circles, right? Again, miscommunications happen, shit happens. It can happen. I'm not saying Sony is 110% all to blame here and all. I know. I'm just saying if it happened and if they purposely didn't say something, they should have said something. Again, keep reiterating that. So he acknowledged they knew the risk. Obviously, they were willing to take it. Now, what else or who else is next for y'all fake ass niggas to act like y'all care about? And again, this is why I say you cannot confuse me just calling it what it is as care. I'm just simply calling it like I see it, Chief. Doesn't mean I care. Just calling it like I see it. And that's just I would advise everybody to just call it like they see it. If you see something that ain't too kosher, call it out. If you see a motherfucker stab somebody, I would hope you would call it out. But I'm just saying, in all actuality, I'm not being fake. I'm just saying, I'm just calling a spade a spade. A spade a spade. That's it. And I told him, I was like, you keep confusing things for care that don't qualify. Me just saying, hey, that, heads up is not me saying that I care. That's just good business. And if they did try, then that's communication, miscommunication. Yeah, and we'll flow. That's a good thing. If there was a day I would prefer I knew ahead of time, then yeah. And at the same time, I can also see that point. That Sony wouldn't like that in the wind, just all willy nilly. So I get both points of what you just said there. I am completely okay with that because I get the one side where, hey, as a dev, I would like the heads up, but I also can see it from that side where it's like I don't want it in the wind, even though I should still tell these folks, hey, we closing up shop. And I would still probably tell them, hey, we closing up shop. And that's probably actually, to be dead ass honest with you, that's probably how this damn rumor even started in the first damn place, is because one of these devs that they notified that they were closing up shop kind of started leaking that shit out. Just be, a whole dead ass buck with you. So, OBJ, I could sense it. I could sense it a while back, but then it finally came out. You're like, I don't give a fuck if you don't give a fuck, and you don't give a fuck. don't get blocked. And I'm like, how do we get to this point? Like, how did we get to this point of wanting to block folks? Like, the fuck? So then, this is when he starts to get belligerent, and I'm just like, ah, that's cool. You like, and you got me fucked up thinking I care about your bitch ass opinions, and you keep replying to me. I don't give a fuck about none of that pussy ass shit you talking about. Eat a dick. And again, to OBJ, no hard feelings, my brother. Okay, and right back to you, brother. Again, I have no hard feelings. I'm not gonna get out of character just because me and you don't agree. That's not in my nature. If it's something minute and ain't that damn serious, I'm not about to get out of character. I'll joke, laugh, whatever with you. But I'm not about to get out of character over that, my brother. I'm not. It's not happening. Cause I know OBJ probably over there eating a dick too, but it was just like, damn, man, why all the hostility? Why? I just want to know why. Why all the hostility? Have I ever said anything that was fake? Have I ever backtracked on anything I ever said? I mean, if anybody wants to call me out on something, call me out. I either say I said it or I didn't say it. And if I said it, I'll own up to it. And if I didn't say it, then I will show you the proof of where you claim that I said it. Because it's one thing about me. I'm a man of my word to the day that I die. And whatever point I make or whatever I say, I stand on it. Now, if something I say is wrong and it is proven wrong later on, then I will hold myself accountable and hold that damn L to the day I die. But if we are just exchanging opinions and me and your opinion lines up on 99% and that 1% is the difference, then brother, we gotta let that go. Cause I promise you, when you hop in the chat, me, Sick, and all the other time, I promise you, if Sick was to do a podcast right now and I was in there and you hopped in there, guess what? I wouldn't have a goddamn hard feeling in my damn heart for you. Just because I respect that you keep it 100. Just like anybody else. If y'all keep it 100 me, I'm going to keep it 100 you. Yeah, we going to have goddamn disagreements and arguments. Hell, if you want some goddamn proof, you better ask for Sona and Jay Barry. If you get me mad enough, I will cuss you the fuck out. And if you get me past that goddamn point, you really ain't gonna like me. You gonna unfriend me, block me. You gonna make sure I don't exist nowhere on the goddamn internet because I'm gonna let you know it. But for the most part, little minor disagreements, I get over that. I just say you might have had a bad day. The motherfucking shit getting on your nerves. Hell, it's getting on my goddamn nerves too because I'm tired of these crying ass motherfuckers. My goddamn self. But at the end of the day, brother, this is all I gotta say. And if anybody wants to show it, clip this, share this with OBJ, I'm gonna say this. OBJ, I appreciate you for keeping it real. I'll never sit there and slander you for keeping it real. You keep it gaming, you speak your mind, and I respect that. I ain't got a single problem with you, my friend. So hopefully we can all move past this shit into greener pastures. Keep it gaming, cause shit, we got games about to drop in April, real hot and heavy. And that's all I wanted to say on this little stream. I gotta go pick up my kids. I mean, well, Flo, you might be right, and he is, and you know how OBJ can get animated, so it is what it is. So if it's just his animation popping out and all that, cool. I'm cool with that. Like sometimes when I'm just trying to have decent conversation, that whole getting going left kind of throws me off. Like, what the fuck? How the hell we get here? But again, I have no hard feelings with anybody as long as we keep it amicable and ain't no goddamn disrespect being thrown around. We cool. But as soon as you get to disrespect me, all that shit go out the window, bro. That shit go. You get to disrespect me to the point where it becomes something else, and I can kind of tell it. Yeah, that shit goes out the fucking door real quick with me, because it's like but I'll put it like this: if you disrespect me, I can take it so much. But if you start trying to target, family members and shit, nah, that's the no fly zone for me. That's when you really get disrespected, big time. But anyway, again, I just want to get this little podcast out of my system because I don't want to talk about it again. Unless I'm in one of six podcasts and he brings it up, or somebody else podcast and they bring it up. If I'm in there, I might talk about it again. But after this week, I don't want to hear about a fucking PS3 game. I don't want to hear about a goddamn PS Vita game. I don't want to hear about a goddamn PS. I said PS3 shit. Hey, Logical, what's up? No, I was just explaining to everybody in the chat. Me and OBJ had a little Twitter back and forth, and I was just telling everybody I don't have any hard feelings. Hopefully, OBJ doesn't have any hard feelings. Maybe it's just one of those weeks where he just won't tell a motherfucker to shut the fuck up. You know what, OBJ? If you won't just tell a motherfucker to shut the fuck up, I will take that shut the fuck up for the whole goddamn community. I will take that shot. God damn it. Oh, but again, no hard feelings to anybody. Nobody has to agree with me. I don't say anything I say on Twitter. I don't do it for no fucking likes, no retweets, no nothing. I just say it to get what the hell I want to say out. I don't clout chase shit. I do what I want to do. Just like everybody do what they want to do on their Twitter. So, end of the day, it's been real, folks. I hope y'all enjoyed. Hope y'all got to hear. What up, Persona? Damn, you came in. You came in a little bit late, but I would say if you want to get the whole gist of this Persona, run it back. Ah, nah. See, here's the thing, logical nonsense. I can't say The Last of Us 2 is trash and honesty. That's the one thing about me. You will never hear me slander a game and call it trash just to be like, I ain't gonna say we're fighting. I would say we more so had either a misunderstanding or a disagreement on, the whole topic of the whole stores closing plus the whole developers being notified thing. I would say if you want to get the whole gist of it, rewind this back and then you'll find out. Again, nothing against OBJ at all. Love the brother to death, just like everybody else. Y'all come to me, I'm cool. But I just want to clear the air just in case somebody seen that shit on Twitter and been like, "What the fuck going on?" I ain't got no hard feelings. I know OBJ can get animated, so shit. It might have just been a day where he tired of hearing about the shit. It is what it is, cause again, I'm tired of hearing about the shit. In all honesty, I just want to make everything clear on where I stood on it because I'm 99% with them. Mine is just, hey, if the devs didn't know, you should have let them know. But if you notified them they didn't get it, then it's miscommunication. But at the same time, you took a goddamn gamble and you lost. I'm sorry that you lost that gamble. So anyway, guys, I'm gonna cut the stream. I will talk to y'all later. I will probably see y'all in Persona's chat because I know he about to go the fuck off on this goddamn weirdo on Twitter. And I hope y'all have a nice day. Peace, love, and chicken grease. Now, take it easy, goddammit.